Well, hello there. Today, we're gonna try to build a resort by the beach. And hopefully, it will be fun, because otherwise, I don't know what to do. And yes, if you were wondering, I have colored my hair. I striped it, actually, myself. Now, it wasn't supposed to be this light, but it happened, and I'm here for it. Anyways, let's start it, shall we? Oh, we freaking shall. And here I am on my lot in Solani. And it's a 50 by 50 lot, so that's very, very fun. For some reason. So, right, what am I thinking of? And why did I call this lot for beach? Many great questions indeed. What am I going to do with this lot? Okay, I think we're gonna do a little inspiration tour online before we start with this because I have no idea what we're gonna do. So let's go and inspirationalize around. And let's search up hotel by the beach, maybe. And what shall we get? Okay, we got hotels by the beach. I don't know what I was expecting, but we got some hotels by the beach. I mean, this looks pretty corporate. Again, of course, because it's a hotel by the beach. Could we make something more fun though? Okay, what if we search up beach resort? Do we get that? Ooh, that's funky. I think I want to build something like that. But can I do that though? Can I make it look cool? Who knows? But okay, you know what? I'm gonna try to make something of that sort of vibe. It's probably not gonna look like that, but that is the vibe we're getting today. Okay, well, let's start the build. Inspiration tour is over, people. Pack your things. It's time to build. Ooh, right. How am I gonna do this though? I need to plan this out. Okay, you know what? I'm gonna take a screenshot of this. Boom. And let's get into paint because I need to plan this out. Okay, so my first thought is if we have a main house in the middle right here, and then we could have some houses by the side here. So like 6 of them maybe. They're all gonna be the same size. They're not the same size right now, but that's my problem. That's my skill issue. And then we shall have like a dock that maybe goes out here and a dock that goes to the houses. Oh, that was not good. It's so like so. And then maybe we can have a dock that goes all the way over to the beach. And maybe we can have like something funky over here. Ta-ta. And then that is the entrance movement. And then we shall have some landscaping over here and over here. And maybe something over there. And maybe even something over there. I mean, it looks ridiculous right now, but I think that could be a plan. I sketched it out all neat and nicely today. I must say, it looks like a funky old alien crab. But I think that's our plan. We're gonna do that. Okay, so let's start making these docks. I just chose a random fence. And we're gonna build some shapes. Okay, so the main house, or the main part, that's gonna be in the middle. Not like that, though. What did I do? Why is that? Oh, okay, well, let's try to make a room then. Boom, made a room. And then I'm gonna make it into a dock. There we go. And then we're gonna have 6 houses. So maybe something like so. Like that. Boom, boom, boom. 3 of them. And 3 on the other side as well. Bam, bam, bam. Oh, that is not spaced correctly. I'm gonna do it nicer, I promise you. I'm just figuring things out right now. And then we could have a dock over here too. Maybe a little bit bigger, like so. And then I think that each house is gonna have a little veranda moment or patio moment, sort of like so. And then we're gonna have a little dock moment that goes out, maybe. And then I think that this part can go a little bit in actually, because then me peeps, we could have another little funky moment, like so. You know what also would have been kind of cool? If we just took this one out, and then this one is gonna be another level, and then this one is gonna be another level. Can I make that happen? Hold on. If I just get in the staircase, right. It needs to be a little bit closer. I see how it is. Like that. Get in the staircase now. That works. Okay, so we can have different levels. Alright, I think that could be kind of funky if we had different levels of the platforms. That could be a movement. Yeah. Then out from the main house, we were also gonna have a dock that goes all the way over to the beach. And that is pretty high up there. I see. So I think we gotta split this off a little bit here and there. Level it out. Maybe kind of like so. Delete those parts. And then lower this one down and this one down. Make a little tripper trap moment. You know what? That works. Oh, okay. Yeah. And then we were gonna have something on there, weren't we? I think so. I kind of forgot what I did in my planning session. But something like that. Yeah, okay, we can have that. Connect it up with the bridge. And then each house is gonna get that moment over there. I just need to copy it. But before I do all the copying, I need to first of all choose a foundation. Maybe this one? Ooh. Okay, we're gonna have that one. That was an easy choice. What about the wood? I wanna go for that island theme wood. What about this? That's kind of dark. What about a little bit lighter one? Like this one. Oh, that could be nice. I'm gonna have that one. Then I think for the foundation, it would be cool with a little white moment. Like that. And then getting another fence. Which one though? Maybe this one. Yes. So everybody can fall down from our dock. But okay, I think we're gonna do that. And now I'm just gonna put up the rest of these frickety briggies just as the same on each house and make it real neat nicely. And I will see you when I've done that because that's gonna take a long time and that's gonna be boring to watch. So hey ho. And righty-ho, as you can see, I have put up all the docks. This took such a long time, I tell ya. But I put up the docks, got some different levels here and there. Boom, boom, boom. And I've also put up some lights here and there. because I felt like it. And as you can see, all of the houses except for one are missing, and that is because I realized that this is a resort. I just realized that, people. But that means that all of these houses are gonna be the same-ish. So the smart move of me would be to do this house and then just copy it over to the other houses. The exterior of it, not the inside. That's gonna be different. The exterior is gonna be somewhat the same, and I'm a time productive queen, as we all know. So that's what I'm going to do. Alright, so here's a cabin. Very primitive, I must say, but it is a hotel after all. So I think we just place a bed down here, like so. And then we have space for the nightstand there, and I just took a video, great. But I think we're gonna have a wall right here, and that's gonna be the bathroom, a very long bathroom. That's okay for me. It really is. And then let's do the roofing because I felt like it. I want a cute little cabin house. It's not gonna be a round house because I can't deal with that today. It's just gonna be a square. Maybe kind of like so, and we can get on a thatched roof. Boom. But we're not gonna have the thatched roof trim because I want this one. Bam. And then for the door, we're gonna go with that. And maybe we can have a teeny tiny window up there. That's kind of cute. And a window there is where the frickety frick not, you know. Oh, and then we can also have a window for the bathroom. That's kind of important. Boom. And then another window right there. We can change it up later, don't you worry. But this is just the shenanigans of it, you know. And then for the flooring of this place, we're gonna go with that one. And also some bathroom tiles. Boom. And then for the wallpaper, for now, I'm just gonna go with this one. We may change it up later. We probably are. But that's a start. That's a frickety start. What a lovely cabin. And there we go, there we go. All the cabins are up and popping. And now you may be wondering, Nora, none of the exterior walls have been painted in. And I'll tell you why. The reason is that I want these houses to be in the rainbow color. One, because it's Pride Month. Happy Pride, everybody. And the second reason is because there was a couple named Jenny and Jamantha. And they were roommates. And this couple bought a rundown resort. And you know, they kind of want to spice the place up to make it more attractive to tourists. So Jamantha came up with a brilliant idea to make each of these cabins into their own theme, hence their own color. Because Jamantha, she has lots of great ideas. And Jenny's kind of worried about Jamantha sometimes. And I do realize now that we have 6 houses, but there are 7 colors in the rainbow. But I think that's okay because indigo and violet, that's just purple in it. So it all works out in the end. I know. So let's do the first house first. And that was going to be red. And that was going to be orange. And we have this orange one. Not the biggest fan of that orange. What about a little bit softer orange? And, I have to think about that. Let's go for this one for now. And we'll change it up later because that was a very bright orange. Okay, now for the yellow. Boom, boom, boom. Yellow you go. And then that's the greenhouse. Not very green, but kind of green. And you know, we can't really be choosy here because Sims, they have a problem with normal green. So there you go. And then we need a blue one. Ooh, we can go with that. And then for the purple. Oh no, the most controversial color in the whole Sims game. Purple? We have a purple one. Okay, we only have this one. We're gonna take it. Boom, boom, boom. And you know what? I'm gonna change this orange color into this one because it's a little bit nicer. It's a little bit softer. And now I think I'm just gonna change up the inside a little bit here and there. So for this one, the bathroom's gonna be split into 2. Boom, boom, boom. And some few changes over here too. You know, so it's not completely the same, people. That would be insane. But yeah, just sort of like so. All the rooms over here. These sweet old cabins. Beautiful. Magnificent. They're all up and popping. And what are we gonna do now? What are we gonna start with, people? Maybe we're gonna start with decorating the inside of these cabins. Because I'm kind of excited to see that. And hopefully you're also excited to see that. Maybe. I don't know. But anyways, I think for these rooms, we're gonna have a quick little mood board. Just a quick little one, you know? So these rooms, they're all gonna have their own theme. And it's being decorated by Jamantha. Now, Jamantha, she's a creative type. She's out and about there. And the most important part is that Jamantha, she's not an interior designer. No. She doesn't have a formal education. She doesn't have any experience. But what she does have is a passion for interior design. So therefore, the rooms are gonna be kind of ugly. Not ugly. It's gonna be fun and cute, but you wouldn't have it in your home kind of ugly. You know, and all of these themes Jamantha is doing to attract more tourists. This is the tourist attraction. These rooms. Now we got that out of the way. Our mood board. We are gonna start creating. I'm the creator. That was actually my title at work. I'm a junior creator. Not the big creator TM, just a junior creator. Have fun. Well, alright, let's get cracking on. And I think we're gonna start with this house, the orange house first. Because you know, the inside is gonna match the color that's on outside. And I'm kind of scared of red. It's a weird thing to be scared of, okay, I know. But I'm kind of scared of red. And my voice cracked. I never really build with red. And I don't really know what to do with, so I'm not gonna begin with that. That's a difficult one to begin with. So I'm gonna begin with orange. A little bit of a softer start. And let's see. What do we have in the orange section? Oh, we have this band. The funky mid-century. The groovy times. Yes. Okay. Do we have some good nighttime tables for that? Oh, we frack do. Holy moly me. I think that this room is gonna be called the funky fun room. And yes, each of these cabins are gonna have their own name. So, you know, when you're checking into the hotel and you're gonna order a room, you have to order by the name and not by the room number, you know, by the name. And this is a funky fun room. But okay, for the tiles, we're gonna have those ones. Those are ridiculous. And I think for the wallpaper, we could go with the wooden chevron paneling. Make a little funky moment. Ooh. Okay, so I think we're gonna change up all of the wallpaper. So what about a white base? And then in the back here, we can have this color. No, that color actually. And then just place a little column there for the separation. And I also really like that because then it just looks like they removed the wall here, you know, because of that column. I'm a genius. But anyways, orange room. What do we need? We need some sort of painting over there. And I think maybe this one. I mean, it's not my favorite painting at all, but it kind of fits the vibe. Yeah, okay, gotta go for that. And then it would be nice with an ottoman. They didn't have an orange one that I liked, so white to go. Bam. And then over here, we kind of do need a dresser. So what about this one? Whoa. Yes, let's right in. And then maybe a fan over the bed. Is it gets a little musty in here? Sure. Sure. And that telephone. The mid-century room is complete without a telephone. I love those telephones. I'm so glad. So frick glad that they added that in. And then for the bathroom situation, what type of bathtubs do we have? Or showers? Oh, we have the jacuzzi tub. Oh, I want that. That is orange. That is funky. I'm gonna put that in. That's gonna take up the whole bathroom space. Okay, what are we gonna do? Maybe we could put it in here. Because I know that some hotel rooms has that. But it would also be kind of inconvenient to have the bathtub out here. But again, I think it fits the style. This is a groovy, funky room, you know? And what do groovy, funky people have? Oh, I deleted everything. Oh, that's great. But anyways, groovy, funky people have a bathtub in the middle of the room. Amazing. And I'm also going to put some towels right there with maybe a shelf, you know, the plant and some extra bath stuff. We gotta remember that this is a hotel room, people. So the naked and nice has to be to a bare minimum. Boom. All right. And then for the bathroom, in here, we need a sink. Oh, we can go for this sink. Yes, that's cool. And then for the toilet, orange toilets. I mean, the selection is not good, but we can have this one. That's ridiculous, but it also fits this room. And again, it was Jamantha who made these rooms, so you can't complain. It was not me. It was in fact Jamantha. And then for the wall art, I mean, wall art that is orange and also fits the mid-century style. You know, it's not a great selection, so there you go. That's what you want to see when you're on the toilet. Some food. Okay. Oh, that rug does not fit the color scheme. Hold on. But here is indeed the orange room. Whoa! Also called the funky room. The funky fun room. The groovy room. Gotta brainstorm that. But this room is complete. Let's move on to this one. And yes, I'm going to be calling these houses for rooms, cabins, houses, bungalows, apartments throughout this whole video. So you gotta get used to it. My brain has no thinking power, okay? Just gotta deal with it. But alright, this was gonna be the red room. And what do we have for the red color? Oh, scary Mary stuff. I have this vibe. Oh, we can finally use this bed. I like that bed, but it just never fits in any of my builds because it's very out and about there, isn't it? We can go for something like so. And then, ooh, we could have like a red and black theme. Maybe that would be kind of fun. I mean, very scary for Nora, but I think it could be kind of fun. And then what else can we do? We could put up the hot tables. Ooh, that is borderline ugly. But hey, what else am I supposed to do this? You know, this is Jamantha. Jamantha thought we need a very over-the-top, corny, romantic room. And that's what they shall get, you know? Oh, gee. And then maybe, ooh, we're gonna have an accent wall, the flower patterns. Yes, and I think I'm gonna leave the other walls. They couldn't afford to paint those because Jamantha has gone a little bit overboard here. They have a budget, people. And then the bathroom also need a red color. So let's start off with that one. And then maybe get some black floor tiles as well to pop it all off with. Okay, very scary. This is gonna be the scary romance room. No, I need to find a better name for that. I honestly really do. And then for the dresser situation, what can we do? I mean, it's gonna be a little bit luxurious as we can see. So what about that one? Could have used this one, but I feel like that's not the vibe. I think this is the vibe. Yes. That was a great and stunning explanation from Nora, I tell ya. But that's our dresser. Then we can have a mirror over there. Maybe a scary looking plant in that corner. Ooh. And then for the paintings, we're just gonna have this elephant because it was red and it was kind of decently nice. There you go. And then I do kind of need something for this wall. And I was maybe thinking a window, but that's gonna take up too much of the wall. But if I put up a painting, it's gonna be too busy, you know, with that wall. So what can we do? And that's the thing. What if hold on. The day Jamantha made this room, she was going through a little bit of a rough patch with Jenny. So she was kind of heartbroken when she made... No, I can't have that. Wait, I need to... What if we have a normal heart? Like, what if we have this heart over there? I think that's a little bit better than the broken-hearted one. When this is supposed to be like a romantic hotel, you know. There we go. Let's do the bathroom now. And for the bathroom, what can we go for? Oh, we can go for these things. Luxurious red, kind of dangerous. I'm liking it. And then we can also plop in the luxurious love. No, that's not what it's called. Lovers. I forgot what that pack was called. Love Struck. That's what it's called. Gee. Anyways, back to this. We do need a red and or this dark golden copper color right here. We have this one. Not the vibe today. Is that red? Really now? Sims. That is not red. What okay, I need to search. We could go for a black toilet, but all of the black toilets have a silver accent, but we are a gold accent bathroom. That is too modern. Oh, well, okay, you know what? I'm just gonna go for that toilet. I have been searching through every single toilet, trying to find a gold or black or red toilet that fits the style. Couldn't find it. We landed on this. Not happy about that. What about the bathtub? Magnificent. Lovely. I like it. You know what? I'm kind of still mad that the Life and Death pack did not come with a toilet, you know, to match this set, but, you know, why leave the toilet out all the time? That's what I want to know. Maybe I wanted the marble toilet in red. Maybe I would, you know. But okay, I think something cool we could do for this bathroom, cool / maybe ugly. It's gonna be ugly. But again, it's Jamantha, not me. Is if we put up this striped pattern of black on the wall. And oh, all my stuff disappeared. Oh, I'm gonna fix that later. That looks kind of ugly. But I like it. It's really out and about there, trying to lure the tourists in, you know. I like it. Oh, and stuff has disappeared there too. Well, great. But alright, that was the red room, also called the Scary Mary Romance room. That's what I landed on. It's horrible, but it's here. It's red and black, and I've even sneaked in the broken heart behind the bed. That's gonna be a surprise for the guests. But okie dokie, now onto the yellow house over here, and let's find out the vibe for this one. Yellow. Okay, what can we do, people? What can we do? Oh, now I know what we're gonna do. This is gonna be the pastel pop room. Yes, that is indeed gonna be. I think indeed for the wallpaper we could go for this one. The yellow theme. They didn't have a total yellow wallpaper, so we gotta deal with this one. And then for the nighttime tables, I'm gonna take this one, slice it down a little bit, and then put down our moonlight like so. You know, the moons are facing each other, and the couple is hopefully too. I don't know what they're doing. And then we need an ottoman with a good old rug in white, actually, because the yellow ones, they were too yellow. And then for the dresser situation, do we have anything funky in yellow? Ooh, we have this closet. Oh, that's funky. Maybe we can have that over here, actually, so it's not blocking the window. And then over by this wall, we need something. And I think indeed I'm gonna go for this table. I love that table, and I do rarely get to use that table, so this is a good day. And then I would also like a chair in that corner. So what can that be? Ooh, what about the inflatable one, please and thank you? Perfect. And then we can have the heart mirror on the wall with the teeny tiny rose. Boom. And where did my closet go? Did I delete it? My gosh, there you go. And ooh, okay, we kind of need a painting over there, so let's put up a painting right there. A yellow painting. I do kind of like these paintings, but the frame is too dark for this room, you know? That's gonna pop out like a sore thumb, so I'm not gonna do that. I gotta find a better painting. Yellow better painting. And I could not find a better yellow painting. Oh, what can I do? It gotta be kind of cute, kind of whimsical maybe. What if I instead like this? The Neon Dreams, the rainbow. This is kind of yellow. Just size it up a bunch of times and then just align it with the stripes. It kind of looks like the rainbow is on the horizon, you know? There's the water, there's the sky. You know what? I kind of like that. Gotta keep that. And ooh, the alarm clock on top of the closet. And the alarm is going off every single morning. And nobody can reach it. But anyways, for the bathroom, do we have any yellow bathroom stuff? Oh, yes. We have this set. This set right here. With those frickety whole colored pastel bathrooms. Can I show a picture of that? Kind of like, oh, I'm in the way. I'm sorry. Gotta move myself. There we go. Kind of like this shenanigan, but like the whole bathroom is one color. That was popular some time ago. Like that one. You get my gist? I want that type of style. And we do have the yellow set. So I need to find some yellow tiles for that. We can go with these ones. Don't really match the color that I'm going for. But I think we gotta be thankful for what we have. Janu. Oh, yes, we gotta do. I do kind of wish that they had a counter that matched the rest of the bathroom set. I know that it's probably only me who really adores this bathroom set, so I don't think that that's gonna happen, to be real with you. But I'm just throwing it out there, just an idea. And now we do kind of need a picture about the toilet. What can that be? What about the lightning bolt? You know, give a little encouragement, some motivation. I don't know. And then put the paintings above the bathtub. What about this cat? And this one. You know, Jamantha is trying her best, okay? She wants this room to be yellow and cute. And that is exactly what's going down. And that was, in fact, the cute and yellow room. And this room is going to be called the Cutesy Woodsy Sugar Pop Room. And yes, you have to say the whole name when you're going to order this room. And Cutesy Woodsy is also spelled like this because Jamantha is not good at spelling. Good luck with writing an email to these people, alright? And therefore, it is Jenny who takes care of the real business of this hotel. hell. You know, she deals with the money, she deals with the emails, she deals with the bookings, she does all of that. It's Jamantha, she would do no good. Okay, and now on to the green room, the greenhouse, the green cabin, I don't know. What is this gonna be? The vibes, the theme, we shall see. So we have this bed. Okay, we can go for that one and maybe make like a plenty woodsy style. Could be kind of fun. You know what? I'm gonna put up these nighttime tables and lots of plants because I'm gonna call this room for the planting camp mom. No. I'm gonna call this room for the plant. No, I said it again. The camping plant mom. Now I don't even know what's right or wrong. The planting camp. No, I said I give up. No, stop. It's a plant mom that likes camping. Good gracious me. But anyways, for that, I'm gonna put up the banana leaf motif. Some plant walls. Yes. Plants all around, people. And what about this rug? The camping rug. That's kind of cute. I like it. And then I think above the window, it would be kind of cute if we put up these ones. Just sort of like so. I mean, that's a bit over the top, but that's kind of cute. You know. We are gonna have lots and lots of plants in this room. And then maybe in that corner we can have a chair with that weird old lamp. I mean, okay. Sure. Ooh, and a camping guitar. Can you forget about that? And hello. The fine vine curtains. They are going up now. Deja go. What a moment. Then I think on this wall we could have a little movement. You know, maybe a collage movement of some different stuff. I feel like the camping plant mom would like that, you know? And then for the bathroom, we need some green old tiles. Some funky green old tiles. I mean, that's borderline green. We're not gonna have that. What about this one? That's kind of the vibe and it's green. I'm gonna go for that. And then for the sinks, I want some camp sinks. Some woodsy camp sinks. We could maybe try with these ones. Put it in the middle. With also a very woodsy mirror. Yeah. And then for the bathtub, we're gonna go with that one. The toilet. They have to deal with this toilet. I mean, those poor people. Jamantha was on a roll that day. She really was. Then I think also for the toilet, we could have a magazine all down. You need that. And then also a picture about the bathtub. Boom. And then we also need some green old robes for the couple. I think this is a very cute and packed bathroom. Again, it's not me who's decorating these rooms. It's Jamantha. Okay, Jamantha is here. And she's in fact decorating all over town, okay? She just is. But right around, that was the greenhouse, aka the camping plant mom cabin room. My gosh, this is packed and I'm loving it. All right, let's move on to this room. This cabin, I don't know what they're called anymore. The blue one. And what is that gonna bring us? Let's see. What do we have in the blue beds? Oh, we have this bed. Oh, I know the theme. This is gonna be the mermaid boho room. Or we could go for this bed. No, this bed. Mermaid boho room. And for that, we're gonna have these nighttime tables with this light. Couldn't find a better light, so we gotta deal with that. And maybe, this ottoman as well. And then above the bed, hello, canopy lights. That is going up. Ooh, I'm liking that. It's magical, majestic even. And I think over here, we could have a little sitting movement. Some chairs, if I can find them. These ones, egg chairs. Cozy moment, indeed. Oh, and then we need a closet or a dresser. Could be good. What is like mermaid? What is boho? Mermaid boho. Please, Nora. That one. Mermaid. Whoa, majestic people. Oh, and if you're wondering, I put up a little bolt on the door, on the screen door. Jamantha didn't know what she was doing that day. She made a hole in the netting and now she can't fix it. Okay. Oh, what are we gonna have in that corner, by the way? I need something. Okay, so mermaids, boho. What do mermaids like? Where are we? Oh, what if we have a fish tank? I never put in fish tanks in my builds, and I think this is the day. Where is the fish tank? So I couldn't find the fish tanks. I need to look further. Oh, here they are. Okay, we can have this one because that's very fancy, very open. I'm liking that. And then what if right by the fish tank we can have this one? I know it's a shower caddy, but we're gonna pretend that is fish food and all the things you need to take care of the tank. And then above it we can have this menu board, but we're gonna pretend that is instructions for how to take care of the fish in the fish tank. So the people who rent this room, they have a real responsibility, okay? And of course the mermaid urn on top of that. Ooh, what happened? We do not want to know, people. We certainly do not. But for the bathroom, what are we gonna have in here? We do need a bathtub. So what about this one? Ooh, that fits the wall color. Okay, I'm gonna have that. Fancy. And then for the toilet, we're gonna have this one, the matching one. And this scruffed up sink. Not the matching sink, people. We're gonna have the scruffed up one because I like that one. Oh, alright. With the boho meadow. Bohoing around town. Oh, okay. You know what? Those towels kind of look like shells. Kind of fancy. And then I couldn't really find a mermaid boho blue picture. So we're just gonna have this lady instead. Hope you enjoyed that. It could be a mermaid. You know, we only see the top of her. Could be a fishtail on the bottom. We don't know. We really do not know. And this over the top towel holder. Because that reminded me of mermaids for some reason. I do not know. But there you go. I mean, the bathroom. I like the bathroom. Do not question it, people. Mermaid boho. Nothing else. Do not question anything. But that, me peeps, was the mermaid boho room. And now we're gonna move on to this one, the last cabin in this place, and that's gonna be the purple one. And I'm kind of scared for the purple one because the Sims, they have something against purple. They're kind of scared of purple, I do believe, and none of the purple colors even match. So I'm nervous, but okay. Purple, purple, purple. Let's find the bed. Oh, we have this one, but that's more like fuchsia magenta. Check yourself. I'm not a fan of that purple color. Oh, please find a good one, Nora. What about this one? I mean, that is like a hint of purple, kind of like a gray purple. But I think that is our best bet because I for sure know that the Life and Death pack has some matching stuff. So let's go with that. Okay, yeah, we are gonna go with that. And see, here's the matching nighttime table. Purple, gray, kind of depressing. All right, let's get into wallpaper in there. And let's see, the purple wallpaper. Yeah, again, we have this purple one. That does not work. That is too out the bat there. Ooh. Okay, well, what if we go with this purple one? For the whole room, we gotta get the purple up, you know? Gotta get it going. And then, you know what, people? This room is gonna be called the sad and fancy room because it is kind of fancy, but it's also kind of depressing with that purple color. But I do also think that we're gonna have 2 accent walls like this just to get the fancy meter up a little bit. And then also for the tiles in the bathroom, we're gonna go with that one. That's kind of purplish, kind of sad, kind of fancy. It's the theme. And then for the ottoman, see, I found a matching one. Perfectant. I mean, this is gonna be a very life and death room. It's all very matchy-matchy. But again, that do kind of fit the sad and fancy theme, so I'm not mad. Not at all. And then I kind of broke the theme here with this weird old plant. I could not for the life of me find a better plant than that because I wanted something purple to brighten up the mood, but the only purple standalone plant, floor plant that could work was this weird old one. So Jamantha and her interior design, I do tell you. It's not me, it's Jamantha. And the right row for the bathroom, I think we just have to go with the Life and Death pack again. I do think that they have a kind of a purple one. Oh yes, they do. Oh wait, no, they have sinks like this one. Hold on, there we go. Boom. And then for the mirrors, we're gonna go with that yet again from the Life and Death pack. And the Life and Death pack do not have a toilet, so we're gonna go with that one. I mean, it's okay. But we're gonna put a little table right here, kind of a purple-ish table. And on that, we're gonna put a flower. And I need to use my tool mat because I set that table down. That's right. But it's gonna be like so. And then of course the matching bathtub. Oh, with some cute old knickety knacks. Oh, and some towels over there. I had chosen white towels because the purple towels, they were no good. Oh, those are some cute colored robes. I'm liking that very much indeed. Okay, well, as you can see, the wall art kind of lacking because there are almost no good purple wall art. Okay, so we are left with that. You know, that was a purple room, the sad and fancy purple room. And you know what? I do love the bathroom. It has a vibe to it, kind of ethereal almost. Ooh. And then the rest of the room, you know what? Kind of fancy and sad, just how I wanted to be. And that was indeed all of the little cabins, as you can see, all done up in all the colors. Proud of Jamantha, she did a wonderful job. And you know what? Now we do kind of have to begin with the main house up here. We were gonna have a main house, people, in case you forgot. I almost forgot. And I'm not really sure what the shape is gonna be yet for the house. I gotta be honest with you. We could start along with something like that. Yee-hoo. And then like that. Sure. And I mean, in the main house, it's gonna be teeny tiny because we only need a reception area and maybe a bathroom. And then we could have like a restaurant moment out here. Oh yeah. Okay, yeah, we can have that. And then the kitchen is gonna be inside here, but then the sitting areas are gonna be outside. So we're gonna have an outside restaurant. Beautiful. That looks like a cake. I gotta make some shapes. We can have a little shape over there. And maybe a shape out here as well. I know it's gonna be looking kind of funky right now. Where did that voice come from? Meow. Nora, check yourself. Yeah, if I just keep on adding some shapes, maybe we'll be good. Because we have to remember, this is an old resort that they have renovated a little bit. So this might be from the good old 70s. What they did back then, that's a mystery. What they did back then. Alright, and then for the layout of the main house, I mean, first of all, we do kind of need a door for the entrance. So I think this door might do. Oh yeah, that's nice. And then I think that this part right here, that can be a bathroom. And that part, that can be something. Oh wow, what a great start, Nora. Okay, so in the back here, that's gonna be the kitchen moment. And that's gonna be the waitress moment. The waitress room, I don't know. And then the main room out here, that's gonna be the reception area. And then on top of here, I'm not really sure what that's gonna be yet. But maybe, I don't know, a lookout room, museum, who's to say. But I'm gonna put in the door right here for the kitchen and for the waitress area. Oh, I already did. Wow, I'm productive today. And then we do kind of need a ladder to get up to the second floor. Because I don't think a staircase is gonna fit in there. No, I don't think so. Okay, so that was the layout of the inside. And now we gotta start working on the outside. Okay, so for the outside roof, what should we go for? Maybe we can go for something like so. Then then we can have a gable roof right there, a fun shenanigan moment, and more gable roof shenanigans on top. Boom! With our good old single thatch wallpaper, no, roof paper, roof pattern. I think I needed that with our roof trim, of course. Ta-ta! Our roof is up and popping. And now for the wallpaper of this place. And I think it would be kind of funny if the paint job on this house was all in different colors. Because when Jenny and Jamantha bought this place, the paint on all of these different houses was chipping off. You know, on every single nook and cranny, it was chipping off. So they had to paint everything all over again. But when it was time to paint the main house, they realized that Jamantha had gone over budget with the rooms, and they could not afford any more paint. So that meant that Jen and Jamantha had to paint this house with the leftover paint that they had, and therefore the main house became a patchwork of art. I.e. meaning we're gonna have some different colors here and there. Have some blue and some orange, maybe some pink as well, and some yellow, and ta-ta-ta-ta. What a paint job they did, truly. Oh, Jenny was real mad at Jamantha that day. But that is so funny and kind of cute. I like that. Right. And then for the windows, I think we are gonna go with the island living windows, and then we're also gonna pair it up with these type of windows, the shutter, whatever they are, windows. Here we go. And ta-ta-ta-ta, the windows are up around this house, and I'm also gonna put up some columns and some cute old lights to light up this place. And there we go, there we go. The exterior of the main house is finito. Boom, 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 boom. And now we're gonna work on the inside. And for the inside, we're gonna start with the reception area first. So of course need a reception counter. Use these ones with of course our good old reception counter knickknacks. And then we're gonna get a gel mat for those tired feet. You know, Jenny's working away over here. She gets tired. And then also some files and a calendar with a man on there. Perfect. And then I think we should also get some blinds because Jenny does not like it when the frick-frack customers are looking at her through the window. So there you go. And then of course a fan up here because as I previously said, it gets a little musty in here. But anyways, we're also gonna have a little sitting corner over here so they can sit and wait while Jenny takes care of business so they can get the rooms ready. Oh, and maybe also a little magazine rack over there. That could be kind of cool. Yeah, touristy stuff. Okay. Oh, and then we could have some postcards on this wall. Jenny has been collecting them. She likes to travel. And then I think right here we could have a corkboard of different activities you can do, all the things you can see on the island. And then above the corkboard, it would be kind of funny if you had some pictures, you know, just promoting different things that you can do on this resort. You know, that's for the restaurant, cafe area, the whatever that is. Maybe, oh yes, we can have like a cafe or bar mode over there and then something fun over there. And that's right, that's what they're promoting. And then we're gonna have another fan because it gets real messy in here. And then I think it would be kind of neat and nice if we had an arrow so the customers know that they can get up there, you know? There you go. Ooh, and then for this room, what is this room gonna be? Good question, people. Maybe this room can be the water heater room. And the electrical fuse box is up. You know, the maintenance room, the machinery room. And this room is also Jenny's break room. So she sits there, reads her book, and eats her food. In this room. Oh my gosh. What a sad old break room for Jenny. Oh, we also need a blind up there, of course. Jenny hates those people. Oh, and then, oh yeah, then for the bathroom, people. I almost forgot about the bathroom. We need a sink. That we do need. That we do need. I don't know. And the toilet, of course. And some commercials about the toilet. Yes. And then for this area, the kitchen area. We need some kitchen stuff, commercial kitchen stuff. I think we could get this chef station. And then the waitress people, they can get the food from there. Okay? Sounds like a plan. So we need another gel mat and the corkboard. And I mean, we can't really squeeze that much in there, to be honest, because the footprint of this is massive, you know. But you know, we can have a chair and the fish on the wall. Oh, and a telephone so they can call people. Oh la la. Kitchen moments. Oh, and then for the waitress area, we need that little thingy thing. That one. Yeah. And then again, we can't really put that much in here because of the footprint and all the doors and all that bang. But we are gonna have some Polaroid pictures of the people that are not welcome back. Perfect. Alright, and then on the second floor, I don't really know what this place is gonna be, but we could have a little couch over there. And then, oh, okay, we could have a telescope over here too for a lookout area so you can look at the water. I mean, the telescope is currently now looking right at the frame, but don't you worry, they will figure it out. They will indeed figure it out, okay? Then I think we could also implement a little museum moment. We can have a table over there with some vases and stuff. Vases from the island and the laughing man mask. Yes. Oh, and then I think you're also gonna have some pictures that Jenny took that you can look at, stare at even. And then we shall have some plaques over here that tells you some information about the pictures on here. Grand old lookout museum moment. And that is indeed what the second floor is gonna be. A lookout, kind of a half museum, cozy, chillaxing moment. TM. Beautiful. And that was the inside of the main house. Boom, boom, boom. Oh, and we have so much to do. Yikes you. All right, let's start working on the outside. So for these dark moments, the entrance moment right here, it would be good with some flowers. So what if we put up these monstrous flowers? Jamantha picked them out, okay? And then we can use these flower pots right here and create a little movement. Maybe we can have them on the side right here too. No, we can't because they're empty on the back. Okay, well, I don't know what I'm gonna do then, but I'm gonna put up some signs right here to sign you in different directions, you know, so you don't get confused on where to go. Those are the signs. All right, what I think I'm gonna do is that I'm gonna take these flower boxes, size them down a bunch of times, and then just put them up like this. And I'm gonna have them around some places. Not like that though. What am I doing? But just sort of like so, you know, around every nook and cranny like that. And I think maybe a trash bin over here would have been good because, you know, people need to throw away the trash. And then we can also have a menu over here because of the restaurant gonna be over here, you know, so a menu would be good. And also some closed off umbrellas in case we want that. Boom, boom, boom. That's from the debug menu from the My Wedding Story pack. Brace yourself. All right, and now for the tables. People leaves the tables. We have to go for the teeny tiny tables because we don't have that much space, but I think we're gonna have a table over there, so we need some chairs and a candle. Boom. Then we can place a table over there and over there and some over here with the same shenanigan going on with the chairs and everything. And boom, boom, boom. My tables are up for the couples, and if the couples find any friends, they can sit here. Okay, and then I think right here we could have some tables like this one, and those tables are gonna be the buffet tables, people. Bum, 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 bum. Great moment that was. That was Jenny's idea. And then back here, I mean, we could have a microphone and a violin just in case the mood strikes, you know. And then Jamantha had the great idea to put up these ones, the lantern posts, just to create some moods. Ta-ta like that. I mean, Jamantha, she has some good ideas, doesn't she? And all right, that was a restaurant area. And now we gotta do all the other docks. Oh, okay, let's do that. And I think we're gonna start with the front porch docks for all these houses. And the most important thing that we need are some numbers, the room numbers. And it wouldn't make that much sense if the room number was on the netting. So maybe it could be down here. Yeah, that works. All right, so they're all gonna get their own house number in different shades. And boom, 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 ba-bam. House numbers up. And what else do we need? I think we do kind of need some chairs. What about these ones? And I think everybody's gonna get the same chairs because this is a hotel resort. But of course, in some different colors though. Not gonna be totally the same. And some more chairs over here. Boom, boom, bum, bum, bum. Me chairs. Oh, and I do think that the mermaid house, the blue house, is gonna get the mermaid chairs. The shell chairs, I mean. Yes, they're the deviants. And then I'm just gonna spice it up with some cute little decorations. Add them there to separate them a little bit. And you are gonna get the kiddie pool. You're welcome. And then the plant people, they need a lot of plants. So there you go. You're gonna get a plant. You're gonna get a plant. You're all gonna get plants. Alright, beautiful. Now the front porches are done. All neat and nicely. And now we got to do the lounging areas, whatever this is gonna be. And yes, as you can see, I've kind of planned out where the ladders are gonna go. I'm finally gonna be able to use the real ladders. But anyways, let's do these docks. So I'm first of all just gonna put up the open water ladder on each one. Boom, 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 bam. And then it would also be kind of cool if we had one of those floor windows. It might be. I have to think about that though. But let's put up the furniture first. So we do need some lounges. You're gonna get that one. And all of them are gonna get the same stuff because yet again, this is a resort. And resorts, they do have the same furniture. But we can have some different colors though. And then we need the umbrella table or the parasol table. And you're also gonna get the same plant because that's kind of funny. They got a deal on plants. You know, Jenny and her deals. They bought them all. And maybe the towel station table. I mean, that fits in. Okay. And then you know what? I am gonna have those windows, but only on there. And maybe some in the back too. But I don't think we're gonna have them here because they're so small. But I'm gonna put up some little knickknacks there and there. So you're gonna get that one. You too. You already have one. I am really productive today. Oh, and then this table, they're gonna get some boba caps. Cute. And also a privacy screen. You know, so people are not watching them while they sunbathe. And these people also requested a bucket, so they got one. And the mermaid chest over there. And then you, me friends, you're gonna get some magazines. And you are also gonna get a privacy screen. And the cooler. Bada bing, bada boom. Cute moment. Okay, and then for back here, we are gonna have the crystal clear windows. The floor windows. Wait, hold on. Yeah, we're gonna have those windows. And then a couch over here because we we can't really squeeze in the lounges, okay? It doesn't work. So they're gonna get a couch instead with an umbrella. Boom. And all the other stuff. Nickety knacks, you could say, with the champagne stand. Champagne bowl? I don't know. But anyways, you're gonna get the radio over here. Please do not drop it in the water. Jenny and Jamantha can each afford it. Oh, and then these people, they are gonna get the aqua sips on there and one over here. You're welcome. Very muchos. But alright, so that was the lounging areas. All of them. Over here. Over there. Oh, and also put up this boat over there because I felt like it. And now it's time for these docks. And what can we have? Did we land on anything? I think that this is going to be a bar area. And that's going to be the party area, maybe. Who knows? Let's see what Nora does. So I think first of all, I think I want to close these places off a little bit in. That was not a sentence. But I'm going to put up some columns, like so. And then I'm going to make one of these roofs. I really cannot remember the word for that right now. It's been a long day. I do not know how many hours I've been sitting here. It's going to be like so. And then we do need a fence. And I think I'm going to go for the island living fence. I mean, that's kind of out and about there. But I do also think that's kind of fitting. This is a very out and about there place, you know. And then, ooh, you know what would have been kind of cute? If we had some string lights floating around. Or do I? I don't even know. Okay, well, let's put up this one. Fast it up. Put it on there. I think that's going to work, yeah. If we just put up another column in the middle, we need more support, you know. All right, yeah, I think that's going to work with the string lights. And you know what? I'm going to be putting up those string lights all around the whole frick-frack thing. And then I'm going to do the exact same thing on this platform right here. And I will see you when I've done that. Because who wants to see me do that? Nobody. Not even Nora. I wish I wasn't here right now. That sounded weird. Okay. I'm having a lovely time. Don't you worry. Don't you worry about Nora. And ta-ta-ta-ta. They are both up and popping with the string lights. And oh no. My string lights are missing over here. Okay, I'm gonna fix that later. Gee, why? But anyways, both of my cubes are up and popping over here and over here. Beautiful. But actually, I do think I want some plants just on the top part to make it a little bit funky. We can put one there and maybe over here. Okay, I like that. A little bit of overgrowth of the nest. Said that perfectly. But we're gonna have that, and I'm gonna do the same thing on this part. Just like so. Just like so. And yes, I put it on this part where the stuff was missing, so I didn't have to do that. The string lights all over again. But anyways, let's start with the bar area first. And for that, we need a bar. And we could use the island living bar, but that's too much for us today. So I am indeed gonna use this bar. That matches real well with the flooring, I do gotta say. Like really well. Scarily well. I don't have any more adjectives to say, so I'm just gonna put up on the kitchen next. And then of course we're gonna have the floor windows, because that's kinda cool. And also some chairs over here for the seating movements. It's not a bar without the seating movements, you know. There you go. And then it would be kind of good if we had like a menu board of the drinks. But we don't have any walls, and we don't really have a drink menu board either. So I'm in a conundrum right now. But okay, what if we take this one and then we just plop it on the column? And this board is being supported by the power of friendship. Ah, magnificent movement by Nora. And that was the bar area. Okay, I really need to put up another column right there and the string lights. But before I do that, we're gonna do the bar. No, the party area. And for the party area, what do we need? I mean, it would be cool if we had a DJ moment. Boom, boom, boom. And the party flooring. Oons, oons, oons. Yes. And of course, the disco ball. Hello, hello. And then we could have some balloons, maybe. Look, Jenny and Jamantha, they're trying their best over here, okay? They don't have the biggest budget in this world. And then, oh, we could have a sign over here so that people know that the party is going on. Party's over here, people. Yes. And then we could have some more balloons and another light over there. A party light. Yeah. And a robot for some reason. He look cool. He's invited to the party. And there you go. There you go. The very budget-friendly party area. And the bar area. Oh my gosh. Okay. And I think that is all for the resort area itself. But we of course need some landscaping over here. And also, we need a place for Jenny and Jamantha to live while they're running this frick resort. So we need to build that too. So I think I'm just gonna plop down a teeny tiny house in the corner right here. Because, you know, they don't really want anybody to see their house. They're kind of embarrassed of their house. Their shack of a house is gonna be a blue house with a teeny tiny little veranda moment. Then, let's see, the door can be somewhere around there maybe. Who knows? We shall see though. Or actually, we're gonna have this door instead. Oh, and I also added on this part of the house right here because I realized we need a bathroom. A teeny tiny bathroom. So there you go. Looking lovely. Okay. For the inside of this house, it's gonna be a shack house, okay? So we're gonna have that flooring. And for the walls, it's gonna be some rundown walls, I tell ya. Oh, okay, back to the outside. We also do need a little welcome mat and a big old plant maybe. And what about a vacuum? For some reason. Maybe they couldn't squeeze in the vacuum inside, so they had to put it outside. I don't know. But there you go. And then we need a teeny tiny little mailbox and the trash bin over there. Oh, and of course, the satellite dish. No shack house is complete without the satellite dish, people. Bam. Okay, and now for the inside of this place, what do we need? I mean, we need a kitchen, and I think the kitchen can be over here, because that's kind of funny if you have a rundown kitchen. And the rundown stove is going to be right by the door, people. They have used all their money on the resort. All right, all their frack money is gone. But I'm also going to put up my kitchen. Knickety knacks on here. Beautiful. Messy and cute over there. not usable, but it's for the aesthetics. Okay, but righty-o. Now for the bed, and we need a very shack bed. That one. Perfectent. In that color though. Then we need a nightstand, so there you go. And I think on this wall, we could have some family pictures. You know, they're missing their family, so they keep them on the wall. Ooh. And then I can put the dresser over here. And by dresser, I mean stacked on suitcases. But anyways, in this corner, I'm just gonna cram in a lot of stuff. You know, it's a teeny tiny place. They need to cram. And also a fan. Boom. And then, okay, in this corner, we can have a little table. And on that table, we can have a teeny tiny TV. Look at that beauty. And then, it would be so cute if we had some postcards just right on this wall. You know, Jenny likes to travel around and bring her postcards with her. Cute old wall. And the calendar. Oh my gosh, this place. But then for the bathroom, over here, we need some bathroom tiles. So of course, this one and the scary bulb light. And then we just need to squeeze in the shower right there. And this very messy sink with a broken mirror. Oh la la. And the toilet is gonna be normal-ish. You know, just splurge a little bit. And that was indeed the bathroom and the whole messy old shack house. And it's kind of cute. Holy moly me, this is where they live. Alright, while they take care of this beautiful resort, they live in the shack house. But now we are gonna do the landscaping of this place. So I think first or freaking foremost, I'm gonna sketch it out. Hold on. So I think we are gonna have some plants around the house. And with those plants, we're gonna try to hide it from the public and from the customers. You know, they don't want to see that when they're on vacation. Oh no. But then over here, we are gonna have a big bushing moment that's gonna stretch along here, and the same on the other side. And then we're gonna have something over there and over there. And that was a beautiful sketching moment by Nora. Oh, and then of course, we're gonna have a little pathway right there. Beautiful. Let's do that. And I'm of course gonna use the plants from Island Living, and I'm also gonna use the rocks from Island Living, and I'm gonna make a mermaid. I'm gonna try to make it look like the rocks belong to the sea and the plants. No, I'm not even gonna try. It's late. I'm gonna make a moment, and you're gonna see right now the moment I'm making, and it's gonna go all around town. I should not be talking this late in the day. I tell ya, this is awful. And with the plants around the house, by the way, I'm also gonna be putting up some knickety knacks. You know, that they might need. Some fences, a clothing line, a chair, all the good stuff. Okay. And ta-ta, my plants are up. Look at it go. This took such a long time. But if you have my rocks, all the plants in the back, oh yay. It's all here, even the turtle sign. And as you can see, around the house, put up a broken down fence, some signs, a chair, and a clothing line, and the fish trap. And by the way, I'm also gonna put down a surfing Santa because Jenny and Jamantha, they have not put down their Christmas decorations yet. And now, what do we need now? We need a little pathway right here by the entrance. So let's see. I can use this one. Oh, not that much. That was too little. Just perfect. So yeah, it's gonna be sort of like that. And then I'm gonna put some stepping stones on there. I'll neat them nicely. Just like so. Boom, boom, boom. And then I want a real entrance movement. And what can that be, people? I mean, we have this banner, but I think that's not enough for us. We need something more spectacular. Something more spectacular like this one from the Eco Living Pack. If we just size that up a little bit with too much, sort of like that. Ooh, okay. You know what? I'm liking that with this one on the side. Ooh, that fits right in here. Okay. I'm surprised even by myself, really. What a moment and a half that was. Indeed. Okay, let's move on to here. What is that going to be? I think that is going to be a parking area. So what if, that's kind of a cool car. You can have that one. The news was there, you know. Jamantha has been running her mouth. And then maybe like a taxi over there. I don't know. Oh, gee, by Joe. This is our parking lot. I mean, good luck with parking in the sand. Then have some driver marks as well. Just like that. Our parking moment. Whoa. And then I had a little thinky thought that right over here, we could have a selling table where Jenny is selling her shells on the seashore. Seashells for the seashore. So let's put down our little selling table and our knickety knacks on that selling table. You know, Jenny has been collecting them and she's selling them for some extra cash because, you know, this resort, it's not going that great. Let's be honest here. I mean, you have seen the rooms that Jamantha has been decorating. They're not good. Okay, we've all seen them. And now I just gotta path this all in to make it look like somebody's been walking over here, you know? Just sort of like so. They've been walking all around here. Beautiful. And with that, I think that the build is done. I mean, look at this massive place. Gee, I need to go to bed. I mean, was it necessary to go this overboard? I don't think so, but I had a fun time. And you know what it's time for right now? Oh, it's time for a frickety house tour. So strap yourself in, because the house tour is happening now. Okie dokie do. Welcome to the house tour. The build tour, the resort tour. You know. Here's a little overview of the whole frickety build. And here's the entrance area with the parking lot, the actual entrance area, the selling table, and the teeny tiny house. Beautiful. Let's step inside the house. Inside Jen and Jamantha's beautiful beautiful shack, and inside we shall find the beautiful home. The beautiful bed, the TV over there, and the kitchen area. Oh my gosh. And the teeny tiny bathroom. Oh me, oh my, oh my. And the back as well, ma. Alright, let's take a little step onto the resort. And our first stop is the bar area. Beautiful. The little axolotl. And cute. And then we shall step over here for our disco area. A very budget-friendly disco area. What a beautiful sight to behold. Okay, let's step over here. And where shall we go actually? Let's go into the main house. And for the main house, we got the reception area with the reception desk and everything. And Jenny's room. A very beautiful room this is. I really do gotta say. And then in here, you have the bathroom. Beautiful. I mean, I should have put up a freaking blind in there. I need to do that. That's kind of embarrassing. Ooh, do not go into that bathroom, people. But here we have the waitress area. And then we got the kitchen over here. Bum, bum, bum. And oh, upstairs we go. My gosh, my camera. And upstairs we will find the museum, chillaxing moment, lookout corner, whatever this was. Absolutely fantastic. And then if we skedaddle out here, we shall find the restaurant area with all the tables. Oh my gosh. And the main area with the buffet tables. The beautiful lights. And me, oh my people. Okay, but let's step into the cabins. We got this cabin right here, the yellow one. And we shall find the cutesy woodsy room with a pastel pop bathroom. Whoa. And then for the orange cabin, what shall we find? Oh, we shall find the very, very funky and groovy orange room, people. With a funky orange groovy bathroom. And then right over here, we have the red cabin with the very scary Mary, scary Mary romance stuff. And the very scary Mary bathroom. I mean, oh me, oh ma. Okay. Jamantha was real hurt that day. But let's go into the purple cabin. This was the Satin Fancy room. This was the Satin Fancy room. Yes, Satin Fancy indeed. But I do like the bathroom though. Look at this. That has some good vibes. Ooh, but right onto the blue cabin we go. Bum, bum, bum. Which indeed was the boho mermaid room. What the fish tank? And the beautiful bathroom. I mean, I gotta be honest with you. I really like the colors in here. And even this lady. Very nice. And then for our last room over here, the green room. Well, it's not so green anymore actually with the shaders. But anyways, that was the camping plant mom. The planting camp mom room. I do love this room with all the little nickety knacks, you know. And whoa, also the very packed bathroom. GeoJai, that has some vibes. Living that. And that was indeed the whole frickety build. The house tour is soon finito. It is all the floors. Oh my, oh my. I mean, what a place that was, honestly. Alright, that was indeed the house tour. And now it's time for the outro. And surprise, surprise, people, this is the outro. Welcome, welcome. If you for some reason want to download this build, you can. It is up on my gallery right now. My gallery ID is JustNoraGaming. Bam bam. And don't forget to like, subscribe because it really does help me out. So thank you. But only if you want to. Only if you want to. And I will see you guys next time. Goodbye.